So if you've ever watched my spooky streams, you'll know I'm a big fan of short horror films, but often they have a problem of trying to fit a good horror story into such a short amount of time. This is the epitome of that. We've got 20 15-second horror movies here that were in some sort of competition. They've been ranked from 20th place to 1st place, and spoiler alert, I don't really agree with the ranking here, but I'm gonna give my own grade, Chris Stuckman style, from F to A+. Let's see what's going on. At 20th place, we've got Beauty is in the Details. So, a pretty rough start in my opinion. I think if this film does anything well, it's kind of setting up that peaceful, nice nature in the beginning, but it's really hard to lull the audience into a false sense of security when we know you only have 15 seconds to make something happen, and then the reveal being a zombie, like, bro, it's not 2010, I'm not scared of zombies anymore, and the scream, it just didn't work for me, and I'm gonna give this one a D+. Also, feel free to drop your rating for each of these movies because I think horror is one of the most subjective genres out there, so if it scared you, let me know. At number 19, we've got Just the Tip. Okay, so Just the Tip. Part of me wants to hate this because it feels cheap to use such a cringe, visceral, physical thing like that to get a scare. However, in this 15-second horror film department, how else are you going to get a scare? I think this works. It gets me every single time, and I've probably watched it like 7 or 8 times now. So I'm gonna give this one an A-. In 18th place is Last Number Dialed. So I actually really like Last Number Dialed. It doesn't give me like a visceral reaction like Just the Tip did, but I do feel like I'm in this space. I feel the panic of the character, the nice little twist of the killer being your mom is pretty creepy, and then that final freeze frame to close out on kind of reminded me of like when they used to cut on commercial on like the old Goosebumps episodes. It just had a good vibe to it. I'm gonna give this one a B+. Number 17 is called Emoticon. So initially I gave this one an F. I feel like that's a little bit harsh. I guess the setting is kind of creepy. The idea of someone being able to flip your emotions like a switch, I guess that's kind of creepy. It feels like we live in a society type vibe. The unplugging of the phone, she's dead. I don't know. I guess a D is fair for this one. In 16th place, we have Aquaphobia. So I thought Aquaphobia had an incredible vibe to it. Swimming alone at night, definitely a very vulnerable setting, but also you're like, I can see what's going on. There's no sharks in this pool, I'm not an idiot. And then there's just this weird fucking black robe thing coming for you. I don't know, it creeped me out. The visual effects were good. I'm gonna give this one a B+. Number 15, The Delivery.
Children, save some for me.
I feel like this one might be my most controversial opinion. I fucking hate The Delivery, the delivery, whatever it's supposed to be called. Like, the childbirth, we're eating a baby. Oh, the mom's gonna be mad about them eating the baby. No, she wants some too. Oh, they're all cannibals. I don't know. It just does not work for me. I'm giving this one an F. In 14th place, The Crows of Culver. The Crows of Culver. Oh my god. Okay, this one is so fucking confusing. I've watched it probably 10 times at this point. We've got it looking at the beginning like the kid is controlling the crows, and then the kid seems to be suffering and hitting the nay-nay at the same time, and you get more shots back and forth to the crows, and then the kid's face distorts, and is she hurting the mom? Like, I don't even know what has happened here. Is the kid controlling the crows? Are the crows controlling the kid? There's some sort of possession going on here, and I can't make heads or tails of it. I'm giving this one a C- because it was definitely bad, but it was entertaining at the same time. In 13th place, we've got Psycho Messenger.
Hi!
Hi.
I missed you! What?
Huh.
Psycho Messenger. I was gonna say this one felt fast, but they're all very fast. They're less than 15 seconds. I feel like I've seen this sort of situation before. I don't know if anybody knows a movie where it happened, where they're on a video chat, there's somebody there, and then all of a sudden they're in their room. Maybe I've just watched this 15-second horror film challenge too many times. I did notice there was a doTERRA box on this dude's desk, which is like an MLM essential oils company, but I won't dock any points for that. I think the ending was sort of understated. I guess I'll give this one a C, just a straight up C. Number 12, CPR. CPR, man, this one fucking got to me, dude. I'm not gonna lie, it worked for me a lot. I knew something had to happen, but I guess I just wasn't expecting her to be pulled in by him. And then the eating of the tongue, the teeth, it just all got me. I'm gonna give this one a straight up A, because on this scale of 15-second horror films, it is absolutely exceptional for me and creeped me the fuck out. In 11th place, we have Broken Heart.
No one will ever break your heart again.
It's lonely here without me.
Please don't leave us. Just don't leave us
All right,
again.
everyone, please listen. I would like to introduce you to our newest...
Guys, somebody smart out there, please explain this one to me, because I have no idea what the hell is going on. So it's very clear immediately that she's holding a decapitated head at the beginning. So we know this woman's like murdering people or something. I don't know what the broken heart thing is about. I know she's introducing this guy to all these heads in fucking suitcases that can talk. I appreciate them trying to go for something big and existential, but it just does not hit for me in any way. I'm gonna give this one just a D. Next up, at 10th place, into the top 10 now, we've got Change.
Change. Please, anyone, change. Change. Please change me back.
So I really like Change. Once again, was not expecting what happened, didn't really know what to expect, but it just worked for me, which is extremely impressive in the 15-second format. If I had any nitpicks, it would be that the voice was kind of weird once you saw this new form, but I guess the witch changed her, but didn't change her voice, or whatever did this to her. But very good job. I'm also going to give this one an A. So if we've got A's at 10 and 12, the top 10 must be freaking bangers. At number 9, Feels Like. So feels like I've flip-flopped on this one a lot. I kind of just have a neutral feeling about it now. I get it. You put the husband in the hot car, tie him up, he dies because he killed your baby out of negligence. But like, I don't know. I can't get scared from a horror movie when it's just something good happening. Like, yay, the good guys won. Like, that doesn't scare me at all. It doesn't freak me out. It doesn't give me any horror film vibes. It's more just like a revenge type situation. So I'm gonna give this one a C-. In 8th place, we have Already Gone.
Hey. I love you, and I'm sorry.
For what? You're being so dramatic. I love you too.
So I really like Already Gone, and it sort of goes against the last thing that I just said, because it's not necessarily scary, but it sets it up as something scary is happening, and then it's just tragic, it's bad, it's already, the bad thing has happened, but he says goodbye. I don't know, it just works for me. I can't really explain why. I'm giving it an A+. It was amazing. I loved it. In 7th place, we have Medicated.
Finally free and clear. Thanks, Grindex. I'm finally free and clear. Thanks, Grindex. Talk to your doctor to see if prescription Grindex is right for you.
So I've got a feeling that Medicated might not be everybody's favorite, but it works for me. I'm so surprised that more people didn't go with like loud noises and scary faces. I know it's cliche, I know people overdo jump scares, but I like loud noises, I like scary faces, and Medicated has those things. It's not perfect, but I'm gonna give it an A-. It definitely worked for me. It was probably the most straightforward, and I appreciate that about it. In 6th, we've got Wolf Spider.
What kind of spider is that? Do you know what happens when you get bit by a wolf spider during a full moon?
Wolf Spider honestly has a lot going for it as well. I do like the transition scene, or what do they call it? A transformation scene. It was cool. Other than that, it didn't really have much. I don't fucking know. It's so hard to judge these because they're 15 seconds long, but it works. It's good. It wasn't exceptional though. I'm gonna give it a B, just a regular old B. Top 5 territory now, and number 5 is Red Bicycle.
Santa didn't get me a red bicycle. All the kids had one. So I asked Mikey for one. The next day my room was full of them. But no one showed up to school.
The Red Bicycle. I feel like people are gonna disagree with me so much on this one, but I just don't like it. I appreciate that they tried something different, little kid voiceover, little drawings, it's like they're doing an assignment for school, but it just, I don't know, it feels like a fucking 2-sentence horror story or a bad creepypasta. It just doesn't, I'm gonna give it a C-. I get what they're going for, but it's just not my cup of tea. In 4th place, we have Breakfast. Breakfast, I kind of saw what was coming, but the visual effects are just fucking incredible with this one, and I do have to give them some credit for that. I don't understand how this dude's just biting through a finger like there's no fucking bone in there, my bro. Like, we can see the finger now. We know it's still attached to the bone. Also, fucking fingers don't really have that much meat on them. I don't know why you would specifically cook those up, but that's really beside the point. I'm gonna give this one just a straight up B. Alright, we are on the podium stage, the top 3, and we've got Death Blow. Once again, you guys might have different tastes than me. I know I've said that some were awesome that you might hate, but Death Blow, oh my god, it's an evil kid that wished for everybody to die, and they died. It just doesn't do nothing for me. I'm gonna give it a C-. It was very well shot, it looked pretty, but the whole premise, all the things that happened, didn't really care for. In 2nd place, we have Right Hand Red.
I thought we were getting a Ouija board.
Just you felt safer.
Right hand red.
Right Hand Red makes me so fucking angry because it's beautifully shot, the camera quality is great, the acting's pretty good, the creature in the background is creepy, I dislike its movements and that makes me enjoy it. But why do we have to end it on like a fucking joke? Like, I feel like this person just couldn't figure out what to do at the end to make it scary, so they were just like, hey, let's just make it funny. But I don't want funny, I want it to be scary. I'm gonna give this one a B+, but it would have been an A+ if it didn't end with the silly Right Hand Red thing. I think they could have done something much creepier with that. And at number first one place, what are you supposed to be?
Where are your candy bags? And what are you supposed to be?
Maybe I just don't get it on this one. It got first place, it won, it's got some nice camera work, it looks good. They're dead kids, what am I supposed to care? They're zombies or whatever. Why don't you fucking go back to your house, go hang out with your parents, dead kids? They probably want to see you. Like, what are you doing at my crib? I don't know. It doesn't seem like they pose any threat, so I'm just like not scared. I do think the effects are good, I do think it looks good, but it's just a B- for me, because I don't know. So I'm gonna put my top 20 in the order I see fit in the comments. I encourage you to do the same. There was a little fun fact at the end. They had a bunch of people who have like been in horror movies or part of like the horror community vote on these movies, and one of them was The Nun from like The Conjuring 2 and The Nun, and her number one movie was the fucking Crows of Culver, so I cannot trust her at all as an individual, or at least as a horror movie reviewer. They do have this 15-second horror film challenge every single year, so if you want to see me cover more years, let me know. If you want to see me cover more short horror films, I've definitely wanted to review some horror movies before. It's kind of a little bit of a, you know, different thing for me, but let me know if you're interested in that sort of thing. I had a lot of fun with this. You can find my last Creepypastas video, and then the you/how video on the bottom. The other one's going to be on the top. And the lovely channel members to the left, and I'll see you guys super soon. Make sure you're peacing out to the best of your scouts, and the skate and the water is good, and I'll see you super soon.